We will continue working on the same topic. Topic is real numbers on number line. So there was one question was left from this worksheet. Last question, which is question number 5. I hope you can see it on your screen. So question number 5 is represent the set of numbers on a number line. So the set is given to you and we need to represent this set on the number line. So first of all, we will convert them in the mixed numbers so that we have an idea okay, what are these numbers. So because there are two divisor in with each number, so we will divide the parts between the two numbers in like we will divide that space into two equal parts. Okay, so let's convert these numbers. -3/2 is what in mixed number? Please raise your hand for the answer. What is -3/2 in mixed form? Arshuman?
-1 whole 1/2.
-1 whole 1/2. Okay, so this is -1 whole 1/2. Very good. So what is -5/2? Anyone else? What is -5/2 in this in the mixed form? So anyone else? -5/2 in the mixed form. Please raise your hand for the answer. Ji Hisham, what is -5/2?
-1 whole 3/2.
No, actually -2 wholes 1/2. Okay. So what is -7/2, Hashim?
Three whole one.
That's right. So these are all the decimal forms. All right. I am sure you know how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. So these are all the forms. So now I need to see which one is the smallest number. So can anyone tell me which one is the smallest number? And which one is the biggest? Ji Arshuman, which one is the smallest number? Hisham, ji beta, you were saying something? You want to say something?
-5 1 whole 2. 5
That's
whole
right.
1/2.
That's right. -5 whole 1/2 is the smallest. Waleed, which one is the largest then? Waleed.
-3/2.
Excellent. This is the largest. So it means here on the number line, I will label the lowest is -6. Okay, in the rounded off form. Then I need -5, then -4, then -3, -2, -1. So these are the numbers I should be labeling on the number line. So it's not कि आपने आंखें बंद करके -10 to 10 की number line draw करनी. You need to see which numbers you need to locate on the number line and only draw that part. So now I will be labeling these numbers. So first is -5 whole 1/2. So it will be in the middle here. So this is the position where -11/2 is located, right? So the second is -4 whole 1/2. So that is -9/2 and that's located here, -9/2. So then is -7/2. -7/2 is located on the between -3 and -4. So it will be in the middle of -3 and -4. So somewhere here, -7/2. Okay. Then is -5/2. So it is between 2 and 3. So somewhere here, -5/2. So lastly, it is 3 by 2. So it will be located in the middle of minus 1 and 2. So this is the position minus 3 by 2. Okay? This is how you are going to plot it. Okay? So you need to be careful of few things while plotting real numbers on the number line. First of all, just look at the numbers and see that what is the range you need to show on the number line. Okay? Don't put the unnecessary numbers. Just zoom in the part of the number line which you need for the question. Okay? Like in this question, I only needed number line from minus 6 to minus 1. Why? Because numbers are between these. So for that, what you need to do, you need to find out the smallest value and the biggest value so that you can draw that portion of number line only. Okay? So any question or anything you cannot understand, please tell me right now.
No, ma'am.
Ji beta, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
great. Ji beta Tawassul.
And which one is the bigger one?
So bigger one is minus 3 by 2. You know that now in negative numbers, the bigger the value, the smaller that number is. Okay? So 5 whole 1 by 2 is the biggest number, but because of the negative sign, that becomes the smallest value. Okay? In negative numbers, it is reversed. You know, positive numbers, may the bigger the value, the bigger the number is. In negative numbers, the bigger the value, the lesser the number is. Right? So that's why. Okay, the biggest value is minus 3 by 2 and the smallest is minus 11 by 2. Right? So now we are going to start the second worksheet. Worksheet on the screen. Worksheet 1.4. All of you. Beta, all of you can see worksheet 1.4 on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
All right. So question is choose the correct answer. First question is which statement is not true about the number line? Which statement is not true about the number lines? First of all, they are one-dimensional graphs. So what do you think about the number line? So do you think they are one-dimensional?
Yes.
And if you think yes, so which dimension is that? Ji Hashim.
They are one dimensional.
It is one dimension, that's right. But which dimension is that? This is a number line. So which dimension is this? Which is the dimension or the axis, if I say? What is the axis of number line? If this is a number line, what is the
X-axis.
dimension of number line? It is
X-axis.
x-axis, right? So the dimension is x-axis. Okay? So number line is only containing one dimension. So then how many dimensions Cartesian plane is containing? You know this is Cartesian plane. So how many dimensions Cartesian plane is having? Arshuman?
Two. X-axis and
This is
Y-axis.
two dimension. Okay, 2D. So x and y axis. So if some of you will go to and they will, take math as a subject in future, so then you will learn about three-dimensional mathematics at that point. So that is x and y axis, which you are familiar with those, and there is another direction which is called z axis. So this is called 3 dimension. Okay. So because we are discussing this thing, so I want you to know, have you seen this somewhere in real life? 3D, 4D, 9D. So have you seen this somewhere in your real life? Raise your hand if you have seen it in your real life.
Mm. Roads,
Sorry?
roads,
Note?
like roads.
So roads. So anyone, have you seen this somewhere? You all of you have seen it on the in the real life, but you might not be able to link it. All right, I have understood that you cannot, but you might have seen different animated movies where it is written it's a 9D movie. ठीक है, it's 9D. उसके ad में लिखा होता है it's 9D movie. Similarly, when you go to what is that called, that motion rides, so it is mentioned that this is 5D motion ride, or 9D is the maximum nowadays probably. So what is that? How can we have 9 dimensions? We know practically, in math we know only 3 dimensions, but actually in real life your eyes are the best cameras in the universe, because your eyes can capture so many colors and so many dimensions there that you cannot count even. Okay, that's why when we see a real life object, so we can see many shades and many colors and many dimensions. Okay, many angles we can see it perfectly. But when that image is changed into an animated form or a picture form, so you see you have lost so many of the details. Okay, so 9D picture or movie means that the you can say the quality of that movie is very high. If the movie is 9D, so that is a better, uh, you can say quality is more better than the one which is 5D. Okay, 5D means only 5 dimensions are there, so you can see less detail. But 9D means you can see through 9 different angles, right? So that is which is more realistic. Okay, that's why you may have seen that the quality of animated movies keep on improving. Okay, because the dimensions keep on increasing. Okay, so now the number line is basically a 1 dimension graph because we are only having one axis. Okay, it's 1D. I hope this word is clear now. What do we mean by 1 dimension? Okay. So now the B part is numbers are placed on the number line based on the position relative to 0. So what do you think? Is this statement true that numbers are placed with reference to 0? Like this is a 0. So we place the numbers with reference to 0. Is it true? Anyone? D. Please raise your hand for the answer, bete. So do you think it is true that numbers are placed based on the 0?
No, ma'am.
You don't think so? So Arshuman, ji bete.
I think it is true because the positive numbers are always on the right side of zero and the negative numbers are always on the left side of the zero.
That's right. That's probably another point. But yes, 0 is the reference point. Just like in the Cartesian plane, the 0 is basically the origin. So similarly on the number line, this 0 is basically the reference point. If you want to plot -50, so you will take 0 as a reference. Okay, 0 will help you decide where you will put -50. Okay, so that is a reference point. So that is also true. It means that this both first two statements are true. So moving on to third one, negative numbers are to the left of the positive numbers. So what do you think? Negative numbers are to the left of the positive numbers or the other way around?
It is true.
It is also
True.
negative numbers are always on the positive side. Oh, sorry, on the left. Okay, so now the last point. Last point is positive movement on the number line make the numbers smaller. Positive movement ka matlab hai we are going from left to right. If I change the color to show you, positive movement ka matlab hai कि we are going towards positive number this side. So when we go to the positive side, are the number getting smaller?
No.
No, ma'am.
So
No,
they are
ma'am.
getting bigger. Okay? So this is the answer. This is the statement which is wrong. Okay? So second question is, what kind of numbers cannot be placed accurately on the number line? So let me see who can still remember. We learned this in the yesterday's class.
Irrational.
So who can remember?
Irrational.
Irrational numbers. So who is that? Who said that?
Isham.
Hasham. So Tamazir and Hashim, I'm sure you know the answer also. Very good, bete. So irrational numbers cannot be placed accurately on the number line. So next question is, which number would appear farthest to the left on the number line? So which number is farthest? Farthest mean so the most far away. Okay. So on the number line. So what do you think? 12. Let's have an idea. If this is 0,
-12.
so 12 minus 12. So what is 12 by 5? What is 12 by 5 equal to? This is equal to 2.4. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
12 by 2 by 4, 2.4. So 2.4 is, somewhere here. And minus 2.4 is also somewhere here. So which is the farthest on the number line? कौन सबसे दूर है? It is
-12.
minus 12 is the farthest
-12
on
point
the number.
divided by
Minus 12 divided by 5 is basically equal to minus 2.4. So minus 2.4 is close to 0 as compared to minus 12. Minus 12 तो बहुत दूर है ना? ठीक है, they cannot even be compared, right? So next question is, Ali's teacher plotted the numbers 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 on the number line. She asked Ali to find and plot a rational number between these two numbers on the number line. Can you help Ali plotting a rational number between them on a number line? So for example, if I plot what teacher has already plotted, so it's between 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 is between which two numbers? Which two whole numbers? 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. Anyone? 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 is between which two numbers? So anyone from girls maybe? Ji Zoya?
0 and 1.
Excellent. They are between 0 and 1. Okay. So 1 by 2 is in the middle. This is 1 by 2 because it is equal to 0.5. What is 2 by 3 in decimal form? It is a recurring decimal. It is 0.6 with a bar. So for example, this is the point where 0.6 is there, 2 by 3. So now can you tell me any rational number between these two? Can you tell me any rational number between 0.5 and 0.6? Anyone? So I want answer from multiple students. So between 0.5 and 0.6, can you name any rational number? So do you think any number is between 0.5 and 0.6? Hashim? So Bete, do you think any number? All right, I got answer from Arslan. Very good. Arslan, excellent. It is 0.55. So how many numbers are actually between 0.5 and 0.6? Arshman, you want to answer also? 0.56. Very good. So I'm asking how many numbers would be between 0.5 and 0.6? 9 numbers? No, not 9. Hashim?
Infinite.
Infinite numbers. So the rational numbers between two whole numbers are, or between any two numbers are infinite. So they are infinite. So then how they are infinite? Because Arslan is saying there is 9 numbers between them. 9 kaise? Probably he's saying from 0.51 to 0.59. That they are the 9 numbers he can think of. So then can anyone tell me what can be the other numbers? What are the other decimals between 0.5 and 0.6? So anyone else? I can see only Hashim and Arshiman raising the hand. Anyone else? 0 point? Excellent. So you have answered your own question then, Arslan. 0.5111. So we can increase the number of decimal points. Ji Manal, what is your number?
0.501.
0.501 even. Right? So we can increase the decimal points. There is no limit. We can have 3 decimal points. We can have 4 decimal points. We can have 9 decimal points. So there is no limit. All right. So there are infinite rational numbers between 0.5 and 0.6. I have converted these fractions into decimals because finding fractions is difficult, but finding decimal numbers between 0.5 and 0.6 is easier. So any question in this? Anything you cannot understand? Anything you cannot understand? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's great. So let's move on to the next question. So next question is again a question of plotting real numbers on the number line, but this time we are not having any labeling. So the labeling we need to do on our own. Okay. So the first one is we need to label three whole numbers, sorry, 3 integers. So we can easily plot the 3 integers, but we need to do the labeling on our own. So for example, if I start, this is -3, let's say -2, -1, 0, and this is 1, 2, and 3. So do not label all of them, just label the ones you need. Okay. So now I can point out where are the points I'm looking for. So one is this 0, you can highlight it. One is this -3, and one is this 3. So these are the 3 points you are looking for. Now for the second part, so you need to plot -2 is the smallest number you need to plot, and 10 is the biggest number. So I will start from the leftmost marking. -2, then it is -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Okay. So I'm easily able to label all of them. So now I will mark, or I will highlight the positions. I need to mark -2. So I will put a highlighter maybe on this. This is -2. Then this is 2. Okay. So then 4 is also highlighted. Then there's 6, 8, and 10. I hope this is not difficult. I hope you are able to understand because these two parts were easy. So next part is we need to highlight minus 2.5, and the smallest number is minus 2.5, biggest is 2.5. So it means that I need to label from minus 3 till 3, right? So I will start with minus 3, then minus 2, minus 1. So then it is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So I have labeled all of them. Now I will mark the positions. So I'm changing the color so that you can see also. So I need to mark minus 2.5. So between minus 2 and minus 3, this is basically minus 2.5, right? So then minus 1.5 will be between minus 1 and 2, minus 1.5. So then let me zoom in, I hope you can see it on your screen. Then next is 0, right? Can you see the labeling on your screens, bete? Is it clear? Then is 1,
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is, all right. Then it is 2.5, between 2 and 3, right? So this is how you will plot the rational numbers given to you. So now the next question, because you are learning different types of you can say labeling also. So next number is the smallest value is 0 and the biggest value is 1.2. So now I can start with 0 and I cannot say this as 1. Why? Because I need to label all of them in the middle. If I will say this is 1 and this is 2, so yahin pe 0.3, 0.6, 0.9 hoga. So that does not make sense. So the whole number line is empty and I'm putting all the rational values in one small space. So this is not good. So it means I need to change my labeling of this number line because I'm having enough space. So what I'm doing, I will write down this as 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. So I'm taking a step of 0.2, 0.8, 1. This is 1.0, yeah, 1 likh le, and this is 1.2. So now, I have zoomed in that space and now I will label. So it will be easier. Okay, first is 0. I'm labeling 0 on the number line. Second is 0.3. So 0.3 is between 0.2 and 0.4. Next is 0.6. So 0.6 is here. So then is 0.9. 0.9 would be between 0.8 and 1. Okay. So then is 1.2. So I will label this part. So is this making sense? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Vita, I will share these worksheets in the class group so that you can complete the missing works also. Okay. So next worksheet, next number line or next values are minus 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 4, 3 by 4, and 5 by 4. So I know this 5 by 4 is basically 1 whole 1 by 4. Okay, rest all are proper form, so I can just plot. So देखिए how many, so this minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus 2 by 4. So I need basically 4 parts. Okay, so if this is 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, and this is minus 1. So I want to take 4 parts here also so that I can accurately plot all of them on the number line. So this will be 1, right? So now we can see that what are the points we need to label. Okay, first point is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 is basically minus 2 by 4. So this is the point. This is the point where minus 1 by 2 lies. Okay? So then 0 is there. So 0 is marked here. So but I hope all of you can see the screens.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. So next is 1 by 4. Now the between 0 and 1 there are four parts. So this is definitely 1 by 4. Next is 3 by 4. So this is 3 by 4. So the labeling is very important. So now the last one is 1 whole 1 by 4. So definitely it would be the next part. After 1, this will be the point where it is 5 by 4. Okay? So the labeling on the number line is very important to understand the exact location of the rational numbers. Okay? So then comes the last part. Acha, in last part, you can see that the fractions are having 3 in the denominator. So it means that I need to change them into 3 parts. Okay? So the smallest is minus 3 whole 2 by 3 and the biggest is 0. So I will start from the leftmost side. Okay? I will label it 0, let's say. Yeah, I can start with this one. I need to label till minus 4. So if this is minus 4, I'm leaving 3 blocks in the middle. This is minus 3, then 3 blocks. This is minus 2. So then there are 3 more blocks I need to leave. This is minus 1. And this is 0. So any we are having 3 blocks in the middle. So the reason was because there is 3 in the denominator, right? So I need 3 blocks to accurately draw all these points on the number line. So now I need to draw minus 3 whole 2 by 3. So this is minus 3 whole. This is 3 whole 1 by 3. This is minus 3 whole 2 by 3. So this is the point. Minus 3 whole 2 by 3. So now minus 2. So minus 2 is exactly on this point. Okay. Now next is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, sorry, 1 by 3 is also accurately located here. Okay. So now next is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 would be 1 by 3 would be between 0 and 1. So I can extend this number line. This is 1. This is 1 by 3. Right? So I hope you can understand this. Next is minus 4 by 3. So minus 4 by 3 in the mixed form is basically minus 1 whole 1 by 3. So minus 1 whole 1 by 3 will be between 1 and 2, minus 1 and minus 2. So this is the point. This is the point where minus 4 by 3 is located. And the last irrational number is 0. So this is the point where 0 will be located. Any question up till this point? जी बेटे.
No, ma'am.
So what about others, bete? Any question? Because this is the last topic of chapter 1. So this is the complete question. I will take a screenshot and I will share this in the class group as well. Okay, so that you can complete your work on the notebooks. Okay, bete? All right. So with this, we will finish chapter 1.